Oh, they said no go on the scoreboard.
I guess not. All right, good evening, IceCats faithful, and here we are in a beautiful Lakeview Bank Arena, Lakeville, Minnesota, for this home matchup. Third game in 3 days for the IceCats, coming off a tie against Woodbury and a nice win yesterday against I guess the word would be game, Western Wisconsin Stars team. Apparently the recording booth is the place to be, as we are completely enveloped by Eagan fans who just want to be right next to us.
They're all around us. They've heard the stories of our play-by-play call.
Yeah, I'm sure they have. So
I got to ask for my autograph 5 times.
That it's a blessing and a curse, you know.
What are you gonna do?
What do you do? I can't go out to dinner. Can't even walk the streets without people coming up and just getting in my face. So here we go. IceCats versus the Eagan Spartacats. We haven't had enough games yet to do much scouting, but rumor is these Eagan Spartacats are no joke. So we're going to see here. Quick off the bat, Lainey Davis intercepts the breakout pass, comes into the zone, puts it down in the corner. Same lineup it looks like that we're going to go with for the last couple games. Now that we have our full complement, Emma Johankin grabs, shoots, tipped, shot, goal! Goal! Spartacats again with a quick start. One shot, one goal. Emma Johankin shoots it. It's grabbed by... tipped by, I think, Conley.
Yep.
And then Lainey Davis standing on the back post, cleans it up and puts it past the Eagan Spartacats goalie. One shot, one goal. 20 seconds into the game, and here we go. Now here comes an Urvasti. She gets tied up at the blue line. Big tangle at the blue line here. Bitzenhofer comes into support, and out come the Spartacats. Spartacats carry it wide. Bitzenhofer gives chase. They like this wide pass. They've already tried it twice today, so we're going to see a lot of that play. Urvasti goes behind the net, picks it up on the dashers. Nice breakout pass. Big pass up off the skates. Greta Conley gives chase. Eagan picks it up. They go behind the net. Spartacats defender stops, reverses course, comes back the other way. Now she works the breakout pass to her wing. Good back pressure by Ireland. Gets the puck to Nielsen. Nielsen loses it off her stick. In comes the Spartacats. Shot and save Shelby Jackson. So Nielsen loses the puck off her stick, but Shelby, who's starting this game, she started yesterday?
She started yesterday.
She started yesterday, and Elsa came in halfway through. So Elsa just getting back into game shape after sitting a couple weeks. Here come the Spartacats off the draw, shot off the side of the net, going for the stuff attempt, loses an edge. Behind the net, Spartacats control on the backhand. They're looking to get it to the middle, pass out to the point, winds, fires. Lou Anenga playing a little hacky sack there, knees the puck up over the net, and now here comes Traub. Traub gets disrupted in the neutral zone by a back-checking Eagan Spartacat, and they go behind the net. Traub pursues, stop start by Eagan, pass up, and out comes Eagan. IceCats work a change, weaving through the neutral zone. Eagan Spartacat, Anenga with a great poke check, gets the puck off her stick, cutting to the middle. Spartacat on the backhand, wheels, tries a centering pass on the backhand. Good stick lift there by May. Out at the point, in the skates. Anenga grabs, puts it out to the neutral zone and out of danger. No icing there as the Spartacat defender had a chance to grab it. Pursued by Lainey Davis. Now it's a line change for the IceCats, but Conley keeps it in. She puts it into the corner. Davis hustles over. And pinching at the blue line is Peterson. She gets knocked off the puck, and it's a 2-on-1 with several IceCats coming off the bench to support. Johankin ties up the player out front and erases the threat. Shot towards Shelby Jackson. She paddles it aside with the blocker. In front of the net, Ireland knocks it to the sideboards, and now it's Spartacats behind the net. Johankin thinks about giving chase, elects to cover out front, pass out to the point. Spartacat holds, shoots right on Shelby, and she will cover. So, I wonder why they had the nice scoreboard going early and turned it off right when the game started. So I'm not sure what that's about.
Must have been having some technical difficulties.
And we got a staff in the little box there. Face-off draw, won by the Spartacats, but Traub quick on the forecheck, grabs that puck, skates it out of the neutral zone. Now it's tied up in the neutral zone. Traub, good pressure here by Traub, joined by Mo, and the Spartacats wheel. Spartacats reverse, drop it back to their defender, who then chips it up the boards in the neutral zone. Nielsen's got it. She just fires it down. No icing as it's tipped, and the IceCats will change forwards. Nielsen and Ervasti just standing on the blue line waiting as all the IceCats change. Now Nielsen collects. She chips it up the boards into the zone. Spartacat defender goes back the other way, but it's Roberts. Roberts takes a trip, and that will be the first penalty of the game on the Spartacats. Probably a good penalty, as Roberts was coming into open space right in that shooting area she likes to be.
She has a cannon too, so.
Yeah. So the first power play of the game will be in the favor of the IceCats. It's going to be Bitzenhofer centering Roberts and Greta Conley, Nielsen and Ervasti on the defensive line. And now draws one by the Spartacats into the corner, out to the hash marks. Nielsen comes in, pinches down low, and gets it into the corner. Greta Conley battling hard, joined by Bitzenhofer. They both go down, and Roberts picks it up, shoots it off the side of the net. And now here comes the Spartacats. This Spartacat defender's got some jump, and she starts skating past everybody. Comes in, shorthanded, one-on-one. Good back check. Nielsen blocks the shot. Good back check there by Conley. Stuff attempt hits Shelby Jackson in the face, and that is the end of that threat. So Spartacats get a jump from that defender.
Yeah, that girl's got some speed for sure.
She's got wheels. And now they set up shorthanded in the offensive zone. 1 minute left in the power play for the IceCats. They win the draw as Davis grabs it. She gets it up in the air but can't get it outside the blue line. And now Spartacats come back the other way. Shot blocked by Enenga. That's her second save of the game. And now Stry grabs. Stry bounces it off the boards to Lenny Conley. Pass up to a streaking Lainey Davis, who goes wide. She skates in, shoots it, deflected at the last second by the Spartacats. Lenny Conley gets it out to Enenga, shot just wide. That one had eyes and looked dangerous. And now Spartacats try the long pass, intercepted by Enenga. She passes it up to Stry, goes through the neutral zone and into the attacking zone. Stry pursues as the IceCats change, but that should be icing as they shoot it up. And no one can get to it, but the referee waves it off. Quite a wave off there by the ref. Mo leans back, not Mo. Traub leans back to get it. Everyone's down in the sideboards. Power play is going to be over for the IceCats. Johankin pinches in the neutral zone right at the red line, joined by Traub and Ireland. Now Johankin's got it. Johankin feeds it over to Mo. Traub knocks it into the zone, and the Spartacats control. Skating backwards, looking for a pass. Gets it around, rings it around. Pinching at the blue line is Peterson. Good back check by Ireland to disrupt that. And now Mo controls. Mo carries into the zone. Can't get around the Spartacats defender. They go D to D. Now Johankin goes back. Good pass by Johankin. Mo is rushing, but Spartacats pick it up. Spartacats catch the IceCats in a little bit of a line change. Bounce it off the side of the boards. And now pass up to Roberts. Off her stick, she pursues. Pass through the neutral zone. Spartacats come in. 1-on-5. Nice poke check by Bitzenhofer. She bounces it off the board, skating with great speed. Spartacat goes behind the net. Is that same defender? Because she can skate. Holy smokes. Irv goes down, and that is going to be a penalty against the IceCats behind the play, it looks like, as Bitzenhofer, I think, is going to the, or is that Roberts? Going to the bench, going to the box for what appears to be a trip. Must have been behind the play. I think it was on that fast defender. And now here come the IceCats on the penalty kill. Shot. Big save by Shelby Jackson there, right off the draw. And Shelby quick with the glove, makes the save right away. Now Irv's got it. Nielsen trips over Greta Conley as they're both out front. Now Greta goes to get it. Nielsen joins in, deflects the pass out front. Irv supporting. She bounces it off the boards and out of the zone. Referee waves it off as the defender did touch the puck. Goes all the way down. Defenders there. IceCats change their forwards. They work a little passing play to get it to their other defender. She passes it up, evades the Nielsen holds to not go off sides, goes to her backhand, shovels it up through, intercepted by the Spartacats defender, but good forecheck by Lenny Conley. And Stry shorthanded, just loses it as she was coming wide open in front of the net, tries a centering pass. Now Nielsen shorthanded, wheels, fires, saved by the goalie. Did they already switch goalies? I feel like they did. I think the Spartacats are doing nice back check by Nielsen there to take the puck. She tries passing it up, gets it to Stry off the defender's skates. Evie Stry skating in alone as they get a line change. 18 seconds left in the penalty kill. Marina May dumps it up through the zone to Davis. Davis controls. She tries wheeling through, but the Spartacats pick it off her stick. Now Ireland grabs. Nice play, Quinn Ireland. She gets it out to neutral zone, and Spartacats regroup. That's the end of the shorthanded effort by the IceCats as they kill off the penalty. Now skating in, shot, Shelby Jackson with the glove save, goes behind the net. Ireland supports as Anenga battles. Spartacats come away with it. They get it out to the point. Wines, fires, knocked down by Anenga, save number 3 on the day. That was a glove save by Lou Anenga. And now Spartacats try a shot from a low angle off the mark, and around the corner it goes. So out to the point. Davis gets it out. Good forecheck there by Madison Moe, but she goes the wrong way, loses her edge. Flying in is Traub. She gets evaded. Good poke check at the last second there. And the referee wanted to call a penalty. He raised his hand and then lowered it as he realized that Bitzenhofer did not hit the girl into the boards. Chipped out of the zone there by Roberts. Mari tries to get it off the Eagan Spartacats stick. Johankin gets tripped up, but no call there, not really a trip. Roberts comes into the open ice, and that's going to be offside. So 4:52 left.
Fast-paced game so far.
Yeah. I mean,
Really
we've had a lot of fast starts, a lot of conversations happening around us. Very nice. So, I love that.
We got our guy Maddie Munson.
Yeah,
over there
I know. So, draw is won by the IceCats. It's held by Peterson. She's going to dump it in. Grabbed by the Spartacats defender. They try this wide pass again. Just off the mark, and now Greta Conley's got it. Greta rings it around the boards. She continues to pursue. Looks for a pass. Out to the point. Peterson's got it. She passes to Roberts. Roberts tries cutting to the middle. Disrupted by a Spartacats, and they come away with it. So Greta takes a swipe at it. Spartacats try the long pass, and that should be icing, and is. So 4:20 left in the first period. 1-0 IceCats on the strength of a Lainey Davis goal off of a rebound on a Emma Johankin shot that was also redirected by Lenny Conley. And now they will have the draw in the offensive zone. It's going to be Conley, Davis, Stry, Nielsen, Irvasti. Out to Irv. Irv can shoot. She shoots. Oh, nice tip by Conley. Goalie steers that one aside. So, and now around the net goes the Spartacats. They get the breakout pass. Good back pressure by the Spartacats. They turn it back the other way, go back into their zone to get a little head of steam. She skates through one player, into the zone, fires off the glove and into the net. So tough break there. Tough break for Shelby Jackson as she did glove that and went through her glove and in the net. And the Eagan fans celebrate that incredible play, I guess we'll call that. It's 1-1. So, all right, IceCats lose the draw. In comes Eagan again. And through the defenders, shot and a goal. So 2 in a row. as the Eagan Spartacats shoot one through Shelby Jackson's glove and then win the draw and go right up through the defenders and tuck a second one underneath the pads of Shelby Jackson. Both a little bit luckier on the luckier side for the Spartacats, but now the IceCats need to respond. So a couple tough breaks. I think the lesson learned there for the defense is you're going to need to step up a little sooner, and you can't suck all the way.
Body a little bit.
Yeah, you can't suck all the way back into the goalie either. They've already got a goalie. We don't need 2 goalies or 3 goalies for that matter. Now Traub gets tripped up. Down she goes. In come the Spartacats. Again, shot. Good blocker shave by Shelby Jackson as she responds. Out to the point, held by the Spartacats. They put one towards the net. It's kicked aside by Anenga. Around the net go the Spartacats. Knocked off the stick by Anenga. Tried to be redirected out. Held in at the blue line. Now it's behind the net. Spartacats control. 3 minutes left in the period. They now lead 2-1. Shot deflected right into Shelby Jackson's pads, and that will be saved. So 3:01 left. So here we go, 3:01 left. Puck is dropped, won by the IceCats. Ari Peterson goes around behind the net. She gets harassed by one Spartacat. A second Spartacat joins in, and they try a pass out to the point. Out to the point, Roberts goes out there. The Spartacat defender elects to just dump it in. Greta goes down low. Conley goes down low to pick it up. Now Johankin fires it out, held in at the point. Weigel cuts around. Johankin gets around Johankin. She goes around the net from the blue line. Stops. Centering pass. Steered aside by Ari Peterson. She skates it out. And now Roberts takes a jab at it, and she comes away with control. Ari holding the blue line strong, but 3 Spartacats versus Ari, and she does come away with the puck. She dumps it through and coming with great speed. Davis can't reach it. And just outside of the zone it goes. Doesn't get across the blue line, so onside still. Lenny Conley, Stride join in and try to get it through. Pass out to the wing. Now pass to the center of the ice where the Spartacats come through and dump it in. Nielsen goes back to retrieve it. Spartacats all change, so Nielsen's got some room. She skates it. Nice skating, and then a perfectly timed pass to Lenny Conley, who then dumps it into the zone. I was thinking Murphy is just going to skate into 5 on-rushing Spartacats at once. Pass out front, no one's there, as the player was coming off for a change, who would have been out front of the net. Now the Spartacats cut to the middle. Good poke check. Spartacat goes down, and Irv is going to get a tripping penalty.
I don't know about that one.
I don't know about
a lot of puck there.
That is a puck first play, and the Spartacat goes down, and I don't think that's a tripping penalty, but ref disagrees. And into the box goes Quinn Urvosti. So tough break for Quinn, as that was a really well done play. And the IceCats will be on the penalty kill a second time here. Puck is dropped. It's won back behind the net as Ireland, Anenga, Nielsen, and Moe attempt to kill the penalty. Spartacats come around on the backhand. Thought about cutting to the forehand. Now they do. They drop it back to the defender. Good stick by Ireland. Blocks the puck. Up in the air it goes. Nielsen's got a skate untied, and so she's tripping on her lace. So she's messing with that. Pass to the far point. Winds, fires, tipped, wide. So 1 minute left in the penalty kill for the IceCats. Spartacats dump it down low. They try a pass out front. Good skate by Anenga. Out to the point. Controlled by Moe. Moe is going to skate it out. Nielsen's going to go off to fix that skate lace. Picked up by the Spartacats, and they come in 2-on-1 on Anenga. Anenga, great defensive play. And now it's Traub. Traub's got it. She gets erased by a back-checking Spartacat. They pass it around a little bit, and into the zone they come. Spartacats. Traub takes out the Spartacat from the back, And now Bitzenhofer. Emmy Bitzenhofer skating through Spartacats pressure. She gets it into the far corner. Spartacats starts. Nice skating, and up the ice they come. 3-on-2 Eagan Spartacats. And the referee's going to blow the whistle dead with the 1 second left on the clock. My clock, your clock at home, has expired. But the game clock shows 1 second. So that will be the end of the first period. And an end of one. Lakeville starts off fast, scores the first one, and Eagan comes up and scores 2 in a row. Both kind of fluky, and the IceCats trail 1-2. Alex, what do you think?
Yeah, great first period, good early start for the IceCats. I think it's going to be a really fast game. Both teams can skate, and so hopefully the IceCats can get a little more pressure in the offensive zone, get that forecheck rolling again like yesterday, and get some more opportunities in front of the net.
Yeah, I mean, I would say the story, if there's any area of anything for the IceCats, it would probably be the defenders just were seeming like they were really sucked back in the zone on both those goals and it's tough because a lot of these girls haven't seen those kind of shots quite yet, and if you can rip it from the top of the circles, you can't just let them wind up and take a wide open shot like that. And then the second one, just a face off, and they just barreled through everybody and rolled it under the pads. So
I think our D or forwards just got to take a little more body there on the player coming through the middle like that.
Yeah, so Eagan does work the I saw this last year and thought it was novel is the word I will use, but they do the half period goalie swap. So after every period they have the one start, and then halfway through the period the second goalie comes in, which it's a good way to keep your goalies involved in the game. And I think that's what USA Hockey actually recommends for youth goalies. So it's just I have very rarely seen it actually done. But I do know that both these goalies for Eagan are equally good, so no huge advantage either way. So, all right, 8 seconds left on the power play, and IceCats start shorthanded. Eagan tries passing it up through the zone. It's intercepted and redirected by Greta Conley. Now great rush by Bitzenhofer. She shoots, and off the stick and in. So Emmy Bitzenhofer with a great rush. It looked like it was going to be a casual paddle aside by the goalie using her stick. Did it go up over or underneath?
I think it went under.
Underneath.
I saw it just trickle in. So
And for the second period in a row, the IceCats score in the first 15 seconds of the period.
Great speed by Bitzenhofer there to beat that defender to the puck.
Yeah, really good effort by Emmy. So puts it on net, it goes in, so now we're equal in the fluky goals department, 1-1. And Greta Conley gets moved off the puck. Nielsen defends. Spartacat reverses course. Nielsen and Greta pin her up against the boards. Now the puck sits in the sideboards. Shorthanded effort is over by the IceCats. Urvasti gets tangled with the Spartacat. Now they're brawling in the corner. Coming away with it is Lenny Conley. Lenny tries putting the puck up to Stry. It's intercepted, backhanded towards the net by the Spartacats, and no luck. So wide of the net, and now there's going to be another penalty against. I feel like that was against Irv. She was getting a little loose there, and you could kind of see it coming. And now Irv's going to head to the box again. This one is going to be a cross-check on Urvasti. So the IceCats shorthanded for the third time this game. So tripping penalty on Roberts, 2 against Irv. Puck is dropped, and here we go. Spartacats, first team that I've actually seen this season, as we were discussing yesterday. No team really has a power play setup, but it looks like the Spartacats have worked on it, is what I would say.
They're moving the puck well.
They seem to have a plan and a structure in place to try to set up a play. So here comes the Spartacats through the slot. Good play by May there to disrupt, and Conley picked her pocket from behind. Couldn't quite get the puck out. Goes to the defender. They try putting it in on the sideboards. Now skating in and putting it into the corner is the Spartacats. Behind the net, 2 Spartacats. Luanenga battles. Lou comes away with it. She's got it on her backhand. She gets tied up by a Eagan player. Tries skating out of it. That could have been a very easily been called a hooking penalty as her stick was being obstructed from over the top, which is a classic hooking penalty call. Now Spartacats skate around. They cut into the middle. Shot, goal, Spartacats. So I think that's the same player.
Yep.
Catches Shelby by surprise with that quick snapshot that a lot of these youngsters haven't quite seen yet. And 3-2 Spartacats on the power play. So again, you gotta step out there, and you can't let her just wheel around and shoot it on net. And now IceCats looking to equalize again. Pass up through the neutral zone, intercepted by Mo. She shoots it, tipped up into the air by the goalie. They get it out to the point. Peterson comes down to the hash mark. She holds, shoots, gets disrupted. Pass out front, shot towards the net. It was right on the stick of Traub, and Traub just could not get a handle on it. Wide open net, great opportunity. And now Spartacats come back the other direction. Ari Peterson battles, takes the puck off the Spartacat stick. Now a pass from behind, up in the air. I thought that went in for a second as it looked kind of funny. And now Spartacats cut to the middle on the backhand. Shot, deflected. Traub goes down in the middle of the ice. Back into the corner as Johansson goes to retrieve it. She gets knocked down. Centering pass intercepted by Peterson. Peterson wheels back the other way to Traub. Traub tries fighting through the defensive pressure, and finally the IceCats get it out to the neutral zone. Spartacats come in, fire it all the way around. They'll go off for a change, and Johansson goes to get it. Off the bench, the Spartacats get their first. Johansson manages to hold it against the boards. Now it's a big pile up. Traub's battling there. It goes back the other way, and the Spartacats come away. They've got room. Come in. Shot. Save. So could have passed that one across the middle. Elected to go for the sharp angle shot, and it's saved by Shelby Jackson. So IceCats working the change. Nielsen or Vasti out of the box. The Bitzenhofer line with Greta and Roberts. Nielsen blocks a shot, chips it up, pass to Roberts. Now it's Conley carrying it in. Conley goes wide on the backhand, looking for a centering pass, reverses. Now it's passed out. Thought it was going to make it to Urvasti, and the Spartacat picked it up on the way. Spartacat wheeling around the blue line. She stops, gets around Nielsen with a spin move, centering pass, knocked aside by Urvasti. Now Greta Conley blocks the pass from the point and backhanded towards the net. Shelby Jackson grabs it, and that is quickly gloved down by Shelby. Greta comes off the ice, but the IceCats weren't working a change, so she'll head back. And into the offensive zone go the Spartacats. Same defense, same forwards. Puck is dropped. Irv puts it out. And now Greta Conley pursues. Backhanded up in the air. Greta continues out to the neutral zone, past Urvasti, all the way down, and the referees, it does not make it across the red line as the snow holds it up. Irv rings it around. Lenny Conley continues to advance it through the neutral zone. Big jump by the referee there. And now Nielsen takes a swipe at it, but she gets evaded. Coming in 2-on-1, Wines fires wide. Now it's picked up by the Spartacats on the sideboards. Brought into the zone, but Urvasti pins. Now she rings it around the boards, past the Spartacats defender, and Davis gives chase. Davis chases as the IceCats work a change. Around the net goes Spartacats. Davis finally catches up, forces a turnover, picked up and gloved by the goalie. So good pursuit there by Davis on the forecheck, creates an opportunity as I think that was Lenny Conley that put it towards the goalie. Not much on it, but scooped up by the goalie. Now Ireland, Traub, Mo. Puck is dropped, sits in the center dot, controlled by the Spartacats. They try a pass, turned back aside, and dumped into the zone. Defense works the pass out to the wing. In they come on Lou. Luanenga holding defensive position, dumps it around into the far boards. Can't be picked up there by Mo. Centering pass chipped high in the air, right on the stick of the Spartacats, but Anenga blocks that shot with her stick. Now a pass out front, one-timer. Nice save, Shelby Jackson there on the one-timer, as Lou just couldn't get there in time. Now it's Mo battling. Weigel goes D to D. She's picked up by the Spartacats. Actually goes under her stick behind the net. Good forecheck there by Traub. She gets it as the defender saw Mo coming and tried to turn around, and Traub was right there. In on Lou Anenga comes the Spartacats. They try a drop pass, try a centering pass. It's intercepted nicely by Johankin. Johankin passes it up right on the stick of Roberts. Now Roberts working through traffic, tries a shot, kicked aside by Eagan Spartacats. Ooh, centering pass. Too low into the zone as Bitzenhofer, and she couldn't wheel around. Goalie poke checked it off her stick. Now Weigel tries a pass across, intercepted by Bitzenhofer. Bitzenhofer skating in with good speed again. Tries a backhand saucer. Nothing. Then it goes off her stick and picked up by the Spartacats. Spartacats come back the other way. In they come. Ari Peterson's out there. She disrupts. Now it's a pass to the middle. Nice block there by IceCats player. I think that was Conley, and back comes Stry. Stry pass to Lenny Conley. Lenny can't get her stick on it. She works it around the net. Stry goes behind the net. She reverses, looks out front, tries centering it, and it deflects off a skate and is covered by the goalie. So 7:05 left, 7:04. They'll switch goalies for Eagan. I think the IceCats are going to go whole game, it appears, as this would be the halfway mark. Lenny Conley taking the draw. Stry and Davis, the wingers. Puck is in the slot, but Stry collapsed in to try to collect it in the slot, or at the dot, and now a great back check there by Conley. Assists Servasti in getting it outside the blue line, and Spartacats control in the neutral zone. They get it in. We wing it around the boards. Nielsen pursues. Nielsen can't get there in time, and it's held by a Spartacat. Spartacat holds her stick, but out to the point. In. Irv picks it up in the slot and starts skating it out. Irvasti evades the Spartacat coming off the bench, but loses the puck in her skates. Now it's Spartacats poked away by Stry. Davis and Conley battle for it. Conley gets knocked down through Nielsen's skates, but she grabs it, goes around behind the net. Nielsen stops, goes back the other way, bounces it off the boards to Davis. Davis chips it up, held in by the defender, and launched back into the corner. Around the net goes Irvasti. She continues to work through pressure. Davis puts it up in the air, out to the point. They walk in, shoot. Over the nice glove save there by Jackson as that one was up in the air. And around the net goes the puck again. Nielsen grabs it. She looks. She gets forechecked by two Spartacats. Conley comes to help. Nielsen comes away with it. Still harassed by Spartacats. She goes down, manages to maintain control of the puck somehow, and it finally shoots out to Stry. Stry gets it out to the neutral zone. Continues to skate with good speed. Evie Stry. Spartacats stop, and into the offensive zone come the Spartacats. They skate in. Good poke check by Irvasti, but held in at the blue line by Spartacats. Shot wide. Irv goes over, gets it, lifts the stick. Now Irv's got it. Held in at the blue line yet again by the Spartacats. Nielsen goes to poke check it, manages to get it to Mo. Madison Mo comes up, joined by Nielsen. Madison Mo loses it, and back the other way come the Spartacats. So, Spartacats in the neutral zone. Reversed. Ireland tries to grab it. She loses her edge. Spartacats put it into the middle. Grabbed there and fired off the boards by Anenga and out of the zone, and that will be offside. So 2-3, 4:37. A little bit of a scrambly bit of action there. Alex, what do you think?
Yeah, that's some good pressure right now by Eagan, right? But our defense is holding strong, and Shelby's made some great saves. IceCats got to get a little more pressure in the Eagan zone, get the forecheck going, and get some more shots.
Yeah, we've only had one this period, I think. So let's get some offense going here. Spartacats control on the backhand, cutting to the forehand. Shot, Shelby Jackson gloves it down. So Shelby, quick with the glove, makes the save. Discusses the save with Lou Anenga. Maybe they're talking about what Lou did on the cruise, who knows. Draw. One to the back by the IceCats, carried around. Lou Anenga gets pressured by two Spartacats. She battles hard to keep it back there with Emmy Bitzenhofer. Anenga goes down. She's sitting on the puck. Now she gets up, and Bitzenhofer manages to get it to Roberts on the sideboards. Roberts gets her stick whacked away from the puck. Now it's May. May passes up, held in at the blue line by the Eagan defender. They knocked it off the stick of both Greta Conley and Roberts, and then came in and got a nice shot off, but just wide. And now here comes Bitzenhofer. Bitzenhofer kicks the puck down into the corner. She centers it. Roberts was there just on the wrong side of the defender. Peterson controls. She's looking for something to do with it. Alexa dump it in, but that will be offsides as the IceCats were changing. So the centering pass was good. Roberts is just a little too much in between the Eagan player and the IceCats player, and it didn't get through. That's a tough pass. So, all right, puck is dropped. Now it's Stry and Conley battling on the sideboards. They manage to get it out to the neutral zone where Davis takes a swing at it, but it's picked up by Eagan. I think it's the same girl. She cuts into the zone around Johankin. She stops, comes back the other way, passes out to the point. The defender of the Spartacats elects to just dump it in, and now passed out through Stry and out to the blue line where it's held in by the Spartacats. Peterson grabs. She stops, puts it on the sideboard. Stry can't get there, and the Spartacats turn it back the other way. Peterson goes to get it, backhands it up the boards. Davis and the referee get involved. Conley's there. Now Peterson's involved. Spartacats come away with it. Good poke check there by Conley to keep that puck out of danger, but Spartacats control. They get it on the backhand, forehand, poked away. Dumped out of the zone by Stry, chased by Davis. Stry and Davis change, passed up between them by the Spartacats. They try working it through, intercepted by Johankin. Nice pass to Ireland, but offsides. So good pass by Johankin. Ireland was skating in, but the rest of the IceCats had their backs turned and were going off for a change.
Always going for that change.
We love that change, buddy. So now we've got the Mo line out there, Ireland, Mo, and Traub. Spartacats come back the other way. They come in on Irvosti and Nielsen. Irv poke checks it away casually. Spartacats try a centering pass. Irv still controls. She skates on the backhand, now bounces it off the boards. Traub grabs it but defers to Irvosti. Irv continues to advance the puck. Now it's passed back through. Nielsen grabs it. She manages to backhand it out of the zone, and Traub can't get a hold of it. Now Spartacats cut through the middle. They wind. Nielsen manages to make the Spartacats stay on the backhand, and she loses her edge and goes down. Now Spartacats wheel back the other way. They dump it in, and that will be offside. So, minute 30 left, second period. 2-3, Spartacats lead. IceCats have only had one shot this period. The referee is going to call an intentional offsides and bring it all the way back over here. So now you've got 1:30 left in the second period. You've got the Bitzenhofer line out there as the referee's got the puck in his skates, shoots through, controlled there by Irv, who dumps it all the way in. Irvosti dumps it in, pressured there by Bitzenhofer. Now it goes out to Irv. Irv puts it towards the net, kicked aside by the Spartacats defender. They go behind the net, and Conley's got it. Conley backhands it, not enough on it to get it past the Spartacats defender, and they work that wide pass. Now Eagan tries coming in. Irvasti calmly takes the puck off the Spartacats stick, and she advances it. She moves around one player, moves around another player. She gets around the defenders. Now she's skating it in. She loses it eventually, and it's back out to the neutral zone. Nielsen controls. She tries cutting into the middle. She goes around one. Nielsen shoots. She gets her stick lifted at the last minute and goes down. Good moves by Nielsen, just a little bit too long on that shot, and she did not see the back checker coming to take the puck off her stick. Now Irv tries to advance it up the boards. Instead, the Spartacats turn it back the other direction and will go off for a change. Nielsen goes back and gets it. She starts skating it up. She's looking. She tries to pass it up to Conley, who wasn't looking, and the Spartacats intercept, but it goes out to the neutral zone. Back into the zone. Nielsen still controls. Now she launches it down for an icing. So 4 seconds left in the period. Nielsen ices it, so not an ideal icing by any measure, but
I think they needed a change though. So
I do love the girls that go off for a change with like 5 seconds left of the period. It's like I know you're doing the right thing, but like you could stay out there the last 4 seconds. Like just like here you go. All right, and that will be the end of the second period. So for the IceCats, story of the period, a goal by Emmy Bitzenhofer off of a nice bit of forechecking by Emmy. Good effort, nice, good fast skating into the zone. Shot it on the goalie. The goalie looked like she's going to just steer it aside with her stick, and it went right underneath the pads into the net. Spartacats score one as well. Same girl, I think. I think she scored all three? Two of the three.
Two of the three. I think one other girl has one.
And I don't know. That second one was the face-off, so it could have been the girl scored and then won the face-off and went right through everybody. But either way, Spartacats get one, IceCats get one, 2-3 after two. Alex, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, Shelby's having a great game. She's made some great saves. Her gloves working. Just got to get some more offensive pressure, like I've been saying. So I think the IceCats, I mean, they've skated hard every game. I know they got the legs to do it, so I think they'll come out here strong, get some good pressure, and get us back in this game.
Yeah, I think all things considered, you would look at this first two periods and consider it a pretty successful effort by the IceCats. This Eagan team is supposed to be one of the class of our section or conference or whatever we call them here. So you would think if the IceCats are holding their own here and down 2-3, this looks about like the Vikings game before our undrafted punt returner blocked the ball with his face mask and gave the Packers the ball on the 2. So let's avoid anything like that. We're going to do the old hang around and win one in a fluke. Hang around.
Get a bounce. Get a bounce here or there.
Let's hang around, IceCats. So, all right, Shelby's going to take the net for the third period, so she's going to get the whole game today. I haven't even looked when our next game is, so hopefully they get a day off, as they're playing like an NHL schedule right now, these IceCats. Puck is dropped, draws one by the Eagan Spartacats. They go D to D up through the neutral zone. They skate in on Anenga. Anenga stays with her, goes around behind the net, comes around, centers. Nice play there by Moe. Madison Moe picks it up off the centering pass. She skates in, puts it down into behind the net. Spartacats go and get it. They break it out, wing, center, kicked up through. Now May takes a swipe at it. Good recovery by Anenga as that just eluded May, and that will be offsides. So May went for the poke check. It was just a smidge too far for her stick, but Anenga, as a good defensive partner should do, came over and cleaned that up. Mo creates an immediate scoring chance for the IceCats, just couldn't get far enough into the zone to get anything on her shot, and now the Spartacats put it into the zone. May passes it up to Ireland. Now it's Traub controlling. Traub tries a pass to Mo off of underneath her stick as her stick was being lifted by the defender. Mo controls, but Traub's offside, so she holds it. Now it's Peterson. Ari Peterson skates in, catches the Spartacats on a line change. She's looking for someone to pass to. No one's there. Loses it behind the net as the IceCats were changing as well. Now it's held in at the blue line by Mari Roberts. Roberts backhands it a couple times. Now Eagan works the wide side, and out they come on Johankin. Good back check by Conley. Spartacats dump it in and will finish their change. Johankin stops. She gets taken out, loses the puck to the Spartacats, but Greta Conley comes over and supports her play. They get it out to the neutral zone where Roberts will pressure. Roberts now creates a turnover as Conley skates in. She gets her stick lifted a bunch of times. Can't get anything off on that, but a good play by both Roberts and, shot. Goal! As Urvasti picks it up. You love to see the forward. You love to see Greta Conley feed it back to the defense on her backhand, and Irv launches one towards the net and gets it past the goalie. So 3-3, IceCats hanging around.
Yeah.
So Urvasti, 2 penalties and a goal. It's a good day. And now here come the IceCats. She's number 1 in our hearts. And on the stat sheet. So, all right. Lenny Conley takes the draw. It's won by, I guess, the IceCats, but the Spartacats come back the other way. Conley with a good back check. These Spartacats are really good at lifting the sticks from behind. I've noticed that they've erased at least 3 good scoring chances and or breakaway opportunities by lifting the stick. Here comes the Spartacat, as we'll call her. And she skates in, goes to shoot, shoots, and saves. So that is the play for that young lady.
Yeah, she's got a shot.
Yeah. She skates off the ice. Probably the slowest I've ever seen anyone. I don't know what that was about, but okay. And with 11:44 left, here we go. Draws won by the Spartacats. They put it in behind the net. Only one Spartacat there. May goes over to cover. Centering pass on the backhand. Can't control it. And now Stry. Stry overskates it a little. And it gets grabbed by the Spartacat. Now it's Luanenga. She's holding it, looking for somewhere to go with it. And out to the neutral zone it goes. Now Davis takes a swipe at it, but the Spartacat evades her and goes into the zone. Luanenga picks it up, tries a breakout pass, intercepted by Spartacats. They shoot it towards the net. It's blocked, and now it shoots out to the neutral zone as they try to pass to their D. Miss them. Now it's Anenga. Anenga controls. She escape turns towards the boards, passes to Ireland. Ireland gets her stick lifted from behind. Davis jumps the boards as she's going out for a change. What a poke check by Anenga. She goes down, or Johankin, pardon me. She goes down, but did a great job, and now it's shot towards the net. Shelby will grab that one and cover, giving the IceCats a chance to finish their change.
You know, Mike, I was thinking about it. I know why she took so long to skate off. When you know you're going to be on IceCats U12A YouTube,
yeah, that's true. You want camera time. You want camera time. That's true. So now it's Johankin. She fires it up. I mean, you're basically a viral star at this point, is what I would say.
Dude, all 87 YouTube subscribers.
If they're all watching at once. Well, I know I'm not watching, and I am a subscriber. So the best we can do is 85, because you're not watching either. So now it's Traub coming through. I will say that your job is in jeopardy as Ga got incredible reviews for her.
I was so impressed by Ga. Her Zoom capability was amazing.
The Zoom capabilities got mixed reviews. I think you just value the Zoom.
I value the effort.
The Zoom efforts, yes. She was working hard.
Yeah.
So, but the reviews, the concise and informative color commentary, top notch. So back to the game action. Here we are, controlled by Bitzenhofer. Bitzenhofer, Traub tries getting it out. Skating into the middle is the Spartacats. Coming around, blocked by the Spartacats. Loose puck out front, covered by Shelby Jackson, as the IceCats a little flat-footed there, and the Eagan Spartacats tried to take advantage. Shelby reaching back across her body with the pad, makes the save, and the IceCats will finish the change. 9:30 left, third period, 3-3. And here we go. Draws one back by the IceCats. Spartacats get there, try a centering pass. It's intercepted by Ervasti. Irv runs into Greta Conley, and now Spartacats come in on the backhand. Good poke check by Ervasti. Now it's Irv behind the net. Nielsen tying up out front as Spartacats look to center. Nice save, Shelby Jackson on a good shot. They had two players in the slot. Tough to cover as a defender. Now Irv behind the net, loses it. Puck rolling around back there. Lenny Conley joins the fray. Now it's Bitzenhofer launching it around, or maybe that's Roberts. Puck shot through the neutral zone into Nielsen's skates. She reverses it. Greta Conley controls. Greta manages to get it to Evie Stry, who loses an edge, and now the Spartacats have it. Flying off the bench, Bitzenhofer almost picked that one up, and now it's Ervasti. Irv carries, goes D to Nielsen. Nielsen carries on the backhand. She gets it out to the neutral zone over the stick of the Spartacats, and they have to recollect. They're in the neutral zone. Stops, starts, bounces it off the boards. Nielsen pinches up, shoots it in, intercepted by the Spartacats, and here she comes. The Spartacat shot, saved by Shelby Jackson again, and shot into the bench, and that will be a face-off. So the Spartacats' game plan is to get that one girl the puck and let her shoot it from anywhere on the ice. So, I mean, I would too, but that's not our game plan.
No, we need to pass the puck around.
Alex, our game plan today is to hang around. We're hanging around
right now.
Shots are 8-19 in favor of the Spartacats. Anenga tries to reverse behind the net, gets tangled up, manages to get it to Bitzenhofer, who bounces it off the boards to Stry, but Stry can't get it out. Now it's into Anenga's skates, pass, rolling puck, blocked wide by the IceCats. Dangerous play there as the Spartacats had it on their stick, on the forehand, right in the slot, but the rolling puck eluded them. And now it's over to Stry. Instead it's Spartacats. They control, they shoot, whiff, backhand, saves Shelby, in on Shelby, and covered. So 7:23 left, third period, 3-3 IceCats. IceCats got to get a little jam going here. Hopefully Coach is handing out the high-energy applesauces on the bench for the last 7 minutes.
Got to get that carb spike going.
Yes. Pass out to the point. Traub almost got there. Johankin battles for it. Now Traub on the backhand gets her pocket pick. Nice play by Johankin to take away the puck from the Spartacats. Wheeling and firing behind the offense and backhand into the net is the Spartacats, as the IceCats just a little behind the play. The defender got it at the blue line, backhanded it towards a Spartacat who was standing behind the two defenders of the IceCats, and into the net it goes. And so with 7:08 left, 4-3 Spartacats. So Bitzenhofer wins the draw over to Roberts. It's lost in the skates. Now Roberts attacks. Roberts picks the pocket. She skates in. Shots blocked by the Spartacats as they were all bailing out to keep Roberts from getting that one off. And now through the neutral zone come the Spartacats. Spartacats, good back check there by Bitzenhofer. And out of the zone comes Roberts. She gets hauled down, and that's going to be a penalty on the Spartacats. So Spartacats haul down Roberts, and the IceCats go on the power play. So 6:41 left. IceCats on the power play. It's going to be Roberts, Conley, Lenny, Greta and Lenny, the two Conleys, Nielsen and Ervasti. So Conley's going to take the draw. She does. One shot towards the net by Roberts. Now it's Lenny Conley works it down low, back out to the sideboards. Lenny Conley with a good back check, evades Mari. Now Spartacats grab it, shoot it up through the zone, and it's Irvosti. Irv controls, she gets it over the red line, dumps it in, and will forecheck it herself. And now behind the net, Irv pursues. Joined there by Lenny Conley. She'll get back to the defense as the IceCats work their first change. Not much pressure there by the IceCats, and the Spartacats will just put it out of the zone. Nielsen stops, puts it in on the boards. It's intercepted and almost went to the only player you don't want having it, skating through the slot, but she lost it in the snow. Now it's Evie Stry going in for the good forecheck, joined by Davis. Davis passes to Stry. Stry's got a little room. Tried off the back of the goalie's pad shot as there was nobody out front. And now it'll come out to the neutral zone. Spartacats skate up through the neutral zone. Good play by Evie Stry on the back check. She catches the defense on the line change. Backhand pass just behind Davis. Now Anenga grabs, shot, saves Spartacat goalie. So Anenga grabs one. Can't get any screen traffic in front. And the goalie got a really nice look at it, but a good shot by Lou. And with 5:20 left, score stays 3-4. Now it's going to be defensive change, offensive change. IceCats lose the draw to the Spartacats. They go behind the net. They control it. The penalty's going to be over on the Spartacats. Shoots out to Johansson. She lobs it into the middle of the slot. Traub tried spinning and whacking at it, but it's picked up instead by the Spartacats. Spartacats all the way from the defensive blue line skate around, still skating around. She gets hauled down. No penalty there, could have been. And into the sideboards goes the Spartacats. Good defense there by Johansson. Shot wide. Peterson rushes over to get it. Peterson gets it in her skates, joined there by Ireland. Traub lies in wait. Now it's a pass out to the slot. Fired, easily gloved down by Shelby Jackson as the Spartacats work that passing play to the far defender, and they get a lot of room over there and just didn't get enough on that shot to create any danger. So it's going to be the Bitzenhofer line. Roberts, Conley. Bitzenhofer holds it in the center dot, again right in on the goalie off the face-off, and the IceCats, second time.
I love the Nielsen shove there at the end. I love that.
Second time the IceCats have been caught by surprise on the face-off. So again, puck is dropped, still in the center dot. Everyone falls down. Now it's Nielsen, shoots it over to the sideboards. Irv grabs it, she advances it, but it's held in at the blue line by the Spartacats. Irv gives chase, stops, passes to the middle, picked up by Bitzenhofer. Now Bitzenhofer's got it. Roberts goes over to get it, turns back the other way, shot towards the goalie. Nielsen lets it go by. Now Nielsen controls, up in the air, over to the sideboards. Pass out front, picked off by Irvosti. Now Bitzenhofer bounces it off Nielsen's skates. Conley loses her edge. Nielsen in the corner, battling. Bitzenhofer comes over to support. Greta Conley hits Roberts on a pass, shoots off Mari Roberts' stick and out into the neutral zone where the Spartacats come back. Shot, gloved by Shelby Jackson, but not controlled, and now it's Davis. Davis gets harassed. She tries passing it across the middle. It's intercepted by the Spartacats. Nielsen defends, then Irvosti blocks the off-angle shot. Lenny Conley goes down, and Irvosti controls. 3 minutes left. IceCats can't get out of their own zone. Now Irv bounces it up through the neutral zone. Roberts makes a rush at it. No dice. Now Nielsen's got it. Spartacats come on. Nielsen moves around two Spartacats. Gets tangled up with another Spartacat and goes down in the neutral zone. She continues to battle, shoots to the defenders of the Spartacats, but Lenny Conley, supporting the play, picks it up and dumps it in. Forecheck now by Lenny Conley. Stride joins in. Irv was coming off, so it's Anenga. Nice pinch at the blue line by Anenga. She winds, fires, blocked. It's behind the net. Spartacats pick it up. They work the long pass as the IceCats are on a long change. In on the defense comes the Spartacats. They pass it out to the point. Wines fires. Shot by and saved by Shelby Jackson. So 2 minutes left. Spartacats lead 4-3. And it will be the Ireland line, joined by Marina May and Luanenga. Draws one out to the point. Weigel shoots again. Saved. Covered by Shelby Jackson. So similar back-to-back plays.
Well, Shelby's getting a lot more shots today than she said.
Yeah. Now into the sideboards. Controlled and battled for by May. The Spartacats come away with it. They go behind the net. Pass it over to the corner. 2 minutes left. Around the back of the net. Anenga. Can't get it. Spartacats control. They're looking to center it. Now they try cutting in the front to shoot it. It's picked up by Madison Moe. Madison Moe skating up through the center ice. Wines, fires, easily steered aside by the Spartacats goalie, as she didn't have a ton on that shot. And now the Spartacats start weaving through the zone, out and back in, and that will be offside. So 1:41 left in the game. The IceCats will work a change. It will be the Bitzenhofer, Roberts, Conley line with Johankin and Peterson. Draw is won by the IceCats. Johankin elects to kick it in instead of using her stick. Bitzenhofer forechecks, but the Spartacats pick it up. Back the other way come the Spartacats. Long pass over to the Spartacat, and she loses her edge and goes down, and around the net go the IceCats. Over to Greta Conley. She gets pressured, passes out to the middle. Johankin again with the soccer skills. She's still got it, Alex.
Yeah.
After a year off from soccer, Emma still shows the skills with the feet. Nice play there by Emma to not let the Spartacat past her and into the zone and offside. So 1:03 left. You know the Spartacat isn't going to leave the ice, as she's wearing the captain's C, which is something. Draw in the middle. Controlled. Now it's reversed, and Roberts has it. Roberts gives it to Hervasti. Hervasti pursued by the Spartacat. Dumps it out of the zone. Bitzenhofer on the wrong side of things, and they'll just dump it into the zone. Now it's Hervasti, passes over to Greta Conley. She controls. Greta goes around one defender. Goes in. She loses it to the second defender, and the back check recovery by the Spartacats defense erases Greta's chance. Pass out to the point. Irv does her best to keep it in, and she does. Picked up by Roberts on the backhand. Roberts can't keep it in the zone, and now with 20 seconds left, the IceCats need to collect it. Anenga's out there for the goalie, who's been pulled. They put it down into the far corner. Shot out front. Rolling puck covered by the goalie with 10 seconds left. Good break almost for the IceCats, as Anenga was standing right there as the puck bounced out front, but just could not get her stick on it. And now the draw will move to the far side with 10 seconds left. No goalie, 3-4 game. Draw in the center dot. Lenny Conley tries shooting it on the net. Now the Spartacats are just going to eat it in the corner, and that will do it. So game ends. Spartacats celebrate. IceCats lose their first game of the season in regulation play, 4-3 to the Eagan Spartacats. But all things considered, pretty good effort by the Spartacats.
Hard-fought game by both teams. I thought they both played well.
Yeah, a couple unlucky bounces, 1-2 back-to-back as a shot hit Shelby Jackson's glove and went in, and then on the ensuing face-off, they won it and just barreled down right at our goalie and got through and rolled it under her pads for two quick ones, and that would be the difference. So goals today, Lainey Davis, Emmy Bitzenhofer, Quinn Hervasti. IceCats fall 3-4 to the Eagan Spartacats. As usual, we will pause it, mute it, and then go down for our interview and unmute it this time.
I won't
so
let
those
you
of
forget. I'll remind you.
those of you, yeah, please do. I only got
unmute.
5 texts and a team chat about it. So we will see you down, and I predict that Evie Stry will be one of our post-game interviews, as she owes us one.
Yep, that's
so
true.
we'll see you in a little bit. All right, for the second game in a row, we are joined by Evie Stry. Those of you who waited anxiously yesterday were sorely disappointed as we had the microphones muted. So all of your insight and great speech giving was wasted, Evie. What do you think about that?
No.
I think this is how we started yesterday's, actually. All right, Evie, what did you think about the game today? And give us yesterday's review as well.
Yesterday
Yep.
was good. It was physical, and today was not good.
I think it was pretty good. Alex, is pretty good effort. I mean, that team's pretty decent team. So, all right. And then my next question is, what is your favorite part of this season so far?
The team and
And what about the team? We covered this yesterday.
I don't know.
Are you good friends?
Yeah.
Do you have fun?
Yeah.
Are you getting better at hockey? Okay, and now here comes Alex with the closer. You should be ready for this.
I asked you this question yesterday, so it should be a no-brainer, but what's your favorite post-game meal?
Ice cream,
And what's your favorite flavor?
vanilla,
And I think we discussed Dairy Queen or Culver's?
Culver's,
Oh.
Follow-up. Vanilla with no toppings of any kind or toppings
no
on it?
toppings.
Just straight vanilla ice cream.
It's a bold take, you know?
It's a very vanilla take. It's very vanilla. All right, Evie, good game yesterday, good game today, and we will see you next time.
All right, that's Evie Stry, everybody. Vanilla ice cream.
All right.
You know, that's Kira's favorite flavor, too.
No toppings of any kind?
Well, if we go to, Dairy Queen, she'll get, a Oreo Blizzard. But if we're going for ice cream, a cone, it's always vanilla.
Is it the yellowy vanilla or is it the white vanilla?
The white vanilla.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, IceCats lose 4-3 to the Eagan Inver Grove Heights Spartacats. I would have predicted that if it was 4-3 after that, I would be very happy with that result. I think the IceCats played hard. Couple lucky breaks their way, couple lucky breaks our way, and we will see them again
And
this
the
year.
good news is we get to see them a lot more this year.
Oh, yes. we love playing Eagan in Grove Heights. All right, Alex, send us off.
All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Do you know when the next game is?
I'm looking right now.
All right, we will see you guys at the next game. Should be a little bit later this week.
I don't think we have one. Till the tournament.
The tournament this
tournament
weekend
in Grand
after
Rapids.
Thanksgiving. So I hope everybody enjoys their Thanksgiving, has a ton of turkey, mashed potatoes, and gravy.
See you Friday, 1:40 versus Cloquet from Grand Rapids. So, all right, everybody, have a great Thanksgiving.